Good evening and welcome to Richmond County's Nightly News Live at 5. I'm Matt Harrelson. Alongside me, Jonathan Pope, who is usually my partner in crime in the mornings, but you're here for Live at 5 to tell us all about the 63rd Annual Rockingham Rotary that's coming up.
Yes, Tuesday, November 6th, 2018 will be our 63rd Annual Barbecue and Auction. We're really excited about it this year. We do the same as usual. We typically have different raffle tickets, different money that can be won. Plates for our barbecue or chicken are only $8. Lunch begins at 11 a.m. and dinner at 4:30 p.m. So come on out and join us. This all goes to a great cause. We give grants to many different local organizations. And it's always a great event, always a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is definitely a way if you want to, give money or help out an organization and make sure that it stays right here in Richmond County.
Absolutely.
This is definitely a way to do that. Now, you mentioned winning money.
Yes.
And that sounds like my kind of thing. So what's the deal with that?
So outside of just barbecue tickets, we have a Visa ticket raffle, and there are two chances to win a Visa card of $500 or $1,000.
Okay.
Now, the big money. $100 tickets, but you have four chances to win $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, or $5,000. So big money in that. We also do a early bird drawing for $500 as long as you get your tickets before October 31st.
All right. So not Mega Millions money, but you also have a better chance at winning this money than you do winning the lottery.
Right.
So,
absolutely.
Now, I know that, being from Richmond County like I am, it seems like every year this thing is held on Election Day.
Always.
Is there a reason why it's set up like that?
We typically, I think it started that way because people were out and about, and that it's changed a little bit because of early voting and things of that nature. But out of tradition, I think we just keep it at Election Day. We still consider that a very active day when people are out. And so, we always do it at the National Guard Armory, which is not far from most voting stations.
Yeah.
And so I think that's how it started.
Right.
And we just carry on that tradition every year.
I know that one of the polling places in Rockingham is Browder Park, which is literally right down the street from the Armory. So you're absolutely right about that. And then last question. I know you kind of touched on it with the grants, but what all does Rotary do, not only here in Richmond County, but around the world?
So I always hear, how do I give back locally? Because there are many different charities all over the country and the world that you can give your money to. What we do locally, we supply scholarships to RCC every single year. We fund over 30 different organizations every single year. As well as we've have the Rotary Lodge at Henson Lake. We just built the new coverings for the picnic areas at Hitchcock Creek. And so we do a lot inside of our local community, and that's where we like most of our time and effort to be spent. Internationally, we have almost eradicated polio. We are 99.9% eradicated. It's right there. And so that supplies vaccines for different parts of the world, clean drinking water through different parts of the world, and different clinics that are set up for women giving birth, typically in third world countries. So all kinds of different stuff internationally, but our focus usually is local as much as we can.
Yeah, doing some good here in Richmond County.
Absolutely.
And around the world, obviously.
Absolutely.
And then for everybody watching and listening, one more time, let them know what time it is, how they can get involved, tickets,
Absolutely.
that sort of thing.
So it is Tuesday, November 6th, 2018 at the National Guard Armory. If you need tickets, find a Rotarian, and they can get you the barbecue tickets or any of our raffle tickets. And also come to our auction. We have a bake sale inside, as well as our country store, and our live auction and silent auction items. So plenty going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots going on. 63rd Annual Rockingham Rotary Auction and Barbecue. So we appreciate you for joining us, John.
Thanks for having me.
And I guess I'll see you bright and early on Monday.
That's
so,
right.
When we return, I'll be bringing you your Live at 5 weather report. Is more rain on the way this weekend. It's coming up right after the break, so stay tuned.
Hi, this is Christina with Richmond County Hospice. I'm with Julie and Holly, and we're here to talk about how wonderful Hayden Construction was during our recent pipe bursting and flooding in our building.
In 10 to 15 minutes, they were here, and they were already starting to work vacuuming up the water, trying to figure out where all the damage was, what all they needed to do.
They were so quick to get on the scene. They were here before I even arrived, and it was just reassuring to have them come in and take control.
We are so thankful that they were here to help us that day.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. From business to education, engineering, utilities, healthcare, criminal justice, information technology, and human services. At Richmond Community College, we can save you thousands of dollars on tuition through our university transfer programs that provide a seamless transition to universities and colleges throughout North Carolina. At Richmond Community College, we are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 5 curriculum programs entirely online. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College. Local college, big impact.
At Kyocera, we see your company differently. We see your documents, how they're accessed, what it takes to keep them secure, and how well your workflow is flowing.
Kyocera helps your entire document infrastructure run more efficiently, securely, and cost-effectively.
And what we see is an opportunity to integrate all of it.
Today's Live at 5 weather report is brought to you by Simply Chic Boutique. And I know that the combination of cold weather and rain that we've had today can be rather unpleasant for most people, but sunshine is expected and on the way for tomorrow, which brings us to the map behind me. Starting on the eastern part of the state, down in Wilmington, a high of 66 for tomorrow. Same thing in New Bern and a high of 65 in Greenville. If you're heading just west of that on 64 going towards Raleigh, you can expect a high there of 62. Right here in the Sand Hills area, a high of 63 for Southern Pines, 64 for here in Rockingham, 66 for both Laurinburg and Lumberton, heading down 74 east. If you're heading west towards the mountains on that same highway, you're probably going to pass through Charlotte. You can expect a high there of 62 for tomorrow, high of 63 in Greensboro, and a high all the way down of 59 in Hickory. And for your South Carolina temperatures, 63 for Spartanburg, 62 for Lancaster, 66 for both Columbia and for Darlington. But as I mentioned, a lot of rain, cold weather today. Still some rather cold temperatures for tomorrow, but sunshine is expected. That brings us to our 5-day weather forecast for tomorrow. As I just mentioned, 0% chance of rain, high of 64, a low all the way down in the mid-40s of 46. As we finish out the weekend on Sunday, once again, no percentage of rain expected, a high of 66 that day, low of 53. As we move into next week, once again, nothing but sunshine expected with a high of 66, a low all the way down of 40 for Monday. That'll be our lowest low for the nights coming up in the next 5 days. On Tuesday, the day before Halloween, once again, no chance of rain. High of 67 will be the hottest of the 5 days, low all the way down of 47. And then on Halloween, if you're heading out trick-or-treating, it should be a beautiful day. High of 74. I lied when I said 67 was going to be the highest because it's going to bump up to 74 on Halloween, low of 58. So even as the sun goes down on Wednesday, you can expect it to be nice, cool, but not too cold if you're heading out to trick-or-treat. So a wonderful 5 days coming up over the next few days. And that's going to do it for your Live at 5 weather report. And when we return, Hamlet police have nabbed the soup kitchen shooting suspect, and Raider football took on 71st in a crucial SAC matchup. That and more is coming up right after the break.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on Hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, Hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is all about rustic home decor and gifts. You will always find a variety of unique antiques, vintage, and new items in our shop. Come and see our selection of housewarming, new baby, and wedding gifts. For the man in your life, we have many collectibles, Boker knives, and leather. And ladies love the jewelry, purses, candles, hats, and t-shirts. We also offer a 30-day layaway program. Come and experience shopping at Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts.
A man wanted for Wednesday's shooting outside the Richmond County Soup Kitchen on Wednesday has been taken into custody. Hamlet police apprehended 22-year-old Edwin McNair Sloan at the Washington Court Apartments just before 5:30 p.m. on Thursday. Sloan was walked into the Richmond County Magistrate's office around 6 p.m., where he was given a $1 million secured bond. He's charged with one felony count each of attempted first-degree murder and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Richmond Senior High School head football coach Brian Teal grinned as he predicted that Thursday's highly anticipated battle of the two remaining SAC unbeatens would see the, quote, story write itself. Teal would be right, as the Raiders penned another chapter in their winning narrative this season as they toppled 71st High School 49-14 on the road Thursday for their 7th straight win. Not only did the late season game carry heavy playoff implications, but the 35-point victory inched the Raiders one game closer to their first conference title since 2010, which would put an end to Scotland High School's 7-year reign. Entering the night, both the Raiders and the Falcons had identical records and were the stars of the SAC standings. Clipping the Falcons' wings for the second straight season, Thursday's action wasn't as suspenseful as Richmond's 25-19 late-game win in 2017 that saw Malik Stanback haul in an 86-yard score in the closing minutes. Instead, Richmond controlled the game from the very first drive and jumped out to a 28-7 lead at halftime. On paper, Richmond and 71st had the top two offenses and defenses in the conference respectively before the game started. The Raiders held up their end of the deal on both sides of the ball, while a strong running game of 276 total rushing yards and a suffocating defense dismantled the Falcons. Richmond will look to win a share of the SAC title and go for its 8th straight win next Friday at home against its biggest rival. When the Raiders and Fighting Scots played in Laurinburg in the season finale last year, it was for the SAC title and saw the two teams score the most combined points ever in the series, with Scotland winning 69-47. Kickoff against the Fighting Scots is set for Friday at 7:30 p.m. at Raiders Stadium. More than 100 Richmond County voters have switched their party affiliation within the past 2 months as more continue to shed partisan labels. Statistics from the Richmond County Board of Elections show 133 registered voters changed parties from September 1st to October 15th. Democrats, who make up the majority of voters, lost 93 to other affiliations, but picked up 11. 2 Democrats became Libertarians, 22 are now Republicans, and 69 are now unaffiliated. Republicans lost 3 to the Democratic Party, and 8 are no longer aligned with any party. Libertarians had a net loss of 1, and although they gained 2 Democrats, they lost 1 to the Democratic Party and 2 to the Republican Party. Out of the county's 30,424 registered voters as of October 23rd, there are 16,299 Democrats, 6,025 Republicans, and 78 Libertarians. The number of unaffiliated voters totals 8,022. While there are 5 political parties recognized in North Carolina, records show there are no voters registered with the Green or Constitution parties, which both gained recognition earlier this year. 'Tis the season to celebrate fall as the most refreshing time of the year. It not only brings cooler temperatures along with colorful changing of leaves, but it also brings many anticipated fall festivals. On that note, there will be an exciting and unique event of that nature on Wednesday, October 31st from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. on the campus of Place of Grace. The festival will allow children to go cruising for candy, as there will be trunk or treats available. Many other activities will also be taking place, which include a cakewalk, outdoor music, games, and an outdoor service. Cotton candy and popcorn will be served. There will also be classic shows and music from the 50s playing. And that's going to do it for today's edition of Live at 5. If you haven't already, be sure to download the Richmond Observer app for your iPhone and Android devices. For all the latest news in Richmond County, visit richmondobserver.com, and be sure to tune in to Good Morning Sandhills Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 8:30 a.m. Thanks for watching Live at 5. Good night and have a great weekend, Richmond County.